When it comes to this type of animation channels, I think that there are two sides about it. Those who like the content and subscribe for more because they believe it's not real characters, so I guess it makes it okay in their mind. And those who thinks it's weird seeing that it's a kid animation show that's being used inappropriately for views and likes. I've noticed two different channels that like using Inside Out for their gross content, Anikad and Corngak. Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Raeesa Senpai, talking about yet another weird animation channel. For the sake of not wanting to make this video long, I'm gonna cover Anikad only and do Corngak in another video. You can let me know if you guys know any other weird animation channels, and if you see this weird content, always report them. Doesn't mean because everyone is doing something it makes it normal. So after going over Anikad's channel, I've noticed that he or she likes to add suggestive scenes and mix it up with random scenes to hide it from the algorithm, along with keep children watching. And I'm guessing they do this as well to kind of tease adults, yes, adults, to watch this in secret, because you cannot tell me that pedos won't click these videos after seeing the thumbnails while knowing that these characters are from kids shows. You basically creating pedo heaven, even though I doubt they would be seeing heaven. Now, I don't mean to make an already weird situation weirder, but when people have issues with this type of content, it's for that very reason. Because keep in mind, this is a kids show and the main character Riley is just 16 years old with these emotions in her mind. I don't really care about the specifics of each emotions and their ages or what possibly could have been their ages, because Inside Out was created for children and that's all the information I need to know. Now, I can understand that cost of living is high, so people want views and likes, but there is somewhat a line we try not to cross because of morals, and I'd hope somewhat of not wanting to add to the problem. I'm sure we all notice an increase in pedos getting exposed, and it's in the small things like this that they hide. After covering Rocky Raccoon's content, which isn't as bad as these channels, if I'm being honest, not saying that his is any better because he's adding to the problem as well, I have seen a rise in this type of videos being recommended to me, and my only joy is to keep reporting this type of content in hopes YouTube picks it up. But of course nothing has happened yet, because I assume they label most likely as kid content, and since it's animated it's easier to hide what it is. Anikad's channel seems to be growing in time, and although they don't get a lot of comments, I did notice other people can see that it's weird content while others are just oblivious to this. But it doesn't stop the fact that they get a good amount of views and subscribers. Unfortunately, we're moving into a time where being weird is becoming a normal thing and people don't mind doing things to get a reaction from people. But people like me make these types of videos exposing this channel so we can report them, because this is definitely suggestive content. And what really gets me is that these people are actually talented and can make normal and good content without having to add this type of scenes. Most of the time it's unnecessary, and they could have made a silly storyline for a kid to watch because they would legit be entertained with anything moving fast or has a lot of movement. So I highly doubt there is a market for this people to go in without having to add weird suggestive scenes, but instead they make this type of content and add silly endings to the suggestive scene and post it for children that would find it hilarious because the character farts and is on a toilet. Like, this is what I was saying, that they would make a weird scene and mix it up with the most random thing, and to me the whole thing is unnecessary, but I can see it's definitely aimed at children. Like, why don't they just make it silly cartoons instead of adding these things? But let me know in the comments your thoughts on this type of channels, and if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like and subscribe. Check out some of my other videos where I talk about other content, not just animation channels. And oh yeah, do not forget to subscribe. I forgot if I mentioned that, but subscribe.